Most people will never become poor because they don't make money. They become poor because the moment money enters their life, their behavior changes, the car changes, the house changes, the friends change, the lifestyle changes, and slowly, the money disappears. History is filled with people who earned millions of dollars and still ended up completely broke. At the same time, there are ordinary people living quiet lives right now who secretly built life-changing wealth simply because they understood one thing. Money is not about showing people you've made it. It is about building freedom that nobody can take away from you. And according to Morgan Housel in The Psychology of Money, financial success is less about intelligence and more about behavior, because getting money and keeping money are two completely different skills. Today, we're going to break down the hidden psychology behind wealth, why celebrities go broke, why quiet investors become rich, why many people chase the appearance of wealth instead of actual wealth, and why some of the wealthiest people in the world still live far below their means. Because once you understand the psychology behind money, you start seeing wealth completely differently. And if you enjoy videos that teach real financial wisdom and long-term wealth building, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more powerful finance education that can completely change the way you think about money. Now let's begin. Psychology 1. One of the most important ideas in the psychology of money is this: rich is what people see. Wealth is what people don't see. That single idea explains why so many people struggle financially even while appearing successful. A person driving a Lamborghini may look rich, but another person quietly driving a 10-year-old Toyota while owning millions in investments may actually be far wealthier. Most people confuse spending with wealth. They think money is meant to be displayed: luxury cars, designer clothes, massive houses, expensive watches, attention on social media. But real wealth usually looks invisible, because real wealth is savings, investments, assets, ownership, patience, freedom, and the people who truly understand money psychology understand this deeply. One of the greatest examples is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is worth over $100 billion, yet he still lives in the same Omaha house he bought in 1958 for around $31,000. He could buy almost anything he wants. But Buffett understands something many people never learn. Money is a tool, not a performance. Instead of trying to impress strangers, he focused on investing consistently for decades. And because he allowed compound interest to work over a very long period of time, his wealth multiplied massively. That is the psychology of long-term thinking. Many people make money and immediately increase their lifestyle. But wealthy people often increase their investments before increasing their lifestyle. And that one behavior changes everything. Psychology 2. Getting rich and staying rich require different skills. Many people know how to make money. Very few know how to keep it. Getting rich often requires risk-taking, confidence, optimism, and aggressive action. But staying rich requires something completely different: humility, patience, emotional control, discipline, long-term thinking. This is where many successful people fail, because success can create dangerous confidence, and confidence without discipline destroys wealth. One of the most famous examples is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson earned over $300 million during his boxing career. At one point, he was one of the richest athletes on earth, but eventually he went bankrupt. Reports showed extraordinary spending: luxury cars, massive mansions, jewelry, pet tigers, huge entourages, lavish lifestyle choices, and over time, the money disappeared. This is what Morgan Housel calls the dangerous psychology of "I've arrived." When people suddenly become successful, they sometimes begin spending as if the income will continue forever. But money can stop coming. Industries change, health changes, fame disappears, business collapses. And if your spending grows faster than your investments, your future becomes fragile. That is why so many celebrities, athletes, and lottery winners eventually go broke, not because they never earned money, but because they never built systems that protected the money. Psychology 3. One of the biggest financial traps in modern America is performative wealth. People spend enormous amounts of money trying to look successful, but many people living flashy lifestyles are secretly drowning in debt. Huge car payments, credit card debt, luxury purchases financed with loans, lifestyle inflation, and social media makes this even worse because comparison never ends. Someone buys a luxury watch. Another person suddenly feels behind. Someone upgrades to a bigger house. Others begin chasing the same lifestyle. And the cycle keeps repeating because modern society constantly rewards appearance. But appearance is not wealth. Real wealth is what stays after the applause disappears. Many truly wealthy people intentionally avoid showing off because they understand something important. The moment your money becomes focused on impressing people, your financial decisions become emotional instead of logical. And emotional financial decisions are often destructive. Psychology 4. One of the most powerful real-life examples of quiet wealth is Ronald Read. Most people never heard of him while he was alive. He worked as a janitor and gas station attendant. His clothes were simple. His lifestyle was quiet. Nothing about him looked wealthy. But behind the scenes, he consistently invested in strong companies over many decades. No attention, no flashy lifestyle, no social media validation, just patience and discipline. And when he died, people were shocked to discover he had accumulated around $8 million. That is the psychology of quiet wealth. Small, disciplined actions repeated consistently over a long period of time become powerful. But most people struggle with this psychologically because humans naturally chase excitement. Quick money, fast success, instant pleasure, luxury validation. But real wealth often grows slowly and quietly. Long-term investing is boring. Saving money is boring. Living below your means is boring. But boring behavior is often what creates financial freedom. Many financially successful people spend decades doing simple things repeatedly, avoiding unnecessary debt, investing regularly, ignoring trends, thinking long-term, staying patient during difficult times. And while others chase excitement, their wealth quietly compounds in the background. Psychology 5. Another major lesson in the psychology of money is understanding luck and risk. Some successful people were extremely talented, but many were also lucky, and wise people understand both. Warren Buffett himself admitted that being born in America during a strong economic period helped his success enormously. Understanding luck creates humility, and humility protects wealth. Because arrogant people take dangerous risks, they begin believing, "I can never fail. I will always make money. I'm smarter than everybody." That mindset destroys people financially. The people who remain wealthy for decades usually stay cautious even after becoming successful. They understand that money can disappear faster than it arrived, and this leads to one of the deepest truths about wealth. Many people do not actually want wealth. They want the appearance of wealth, and there is a massive difference between the two. Real wealth is ownership. Fake wealth is display. Real wealth buys freedom. Fake wealth buys attention. Real wealth compounds quietly. Fake wealth demands applause. And the more people become obsessed with looking rich, the harder it becomes to actually build lasting wealth. Because wealth is usually built in silence, not in performance. At the end of the day, money is not really about expensive cars or fame. The true purpose of money is control over your life, the ability to choose your future, the ability to survive difficult seasons without panic, the ability to protect your family, the ability to wake up without constant financial stress. That is true wealth. And the people who stay wealthy for decades usually understand this deeply. They do not use money to impress strangers. They use money to build freedom. And ironically, the quieter they live, the stronger they become financially. Because real wealth often looks ordinary from the outside. If this video changed the way you think about money, then you already understand something most people never learn. Building wealth is less about intelligence and more about behavior, patience, discipline, humility, long-term thinking. That is the real secret behind lasting wealth. And that is the psychology of money.